Welcome to the Hamsi Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is December 17, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at 984. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at 918. We had 28 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and no new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. Very bullish market internals overall today. For the volatility, 365,000 contracts traded on the VIX today with 28 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in December, we saw a 4.9 reading, which is bullish, with 51% of the total premiums paid. And in January, we saw one reading, which is neutral, with 22% of the total premiums paid. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. Here we have a big update today. Almost 17 handles for the day. Closing at 1430, which was a very nice day here. Bouncing of 0 sigma, which was important. We're looking for positive 2 sigma as our next target. That's 1435. And after that, I'm looking for 1447 here on our sigma charts. For SPY, here we have the chart. We talked about I'm looking for 145, 146 level. I'm still bullish here on SPY. We hold at the 55-day moving average. We hold at the 100-day moving average. And we weren't able to come to the 20. But you could see here, it's now turning. That's the green line. The 20-day moving average now pointing higher. And the other moving averages, the longer terms, the white and the yellow, are going to start to move higher as the market goes up. So I'm still looking for higher prices. 145 and 146 are going to be the next target for me in SPY. For the Qs, here we have the daily chart for the Qs. We were up 1.47% for the day. We bounced off our support here. We have talked about our support lots of times here. But I'm still bearish here on the Qs. We weren't able to close above the 55, the 200-day moving average, very important levels, and we're still having that downward trend line we've been talking about. It's still pushing us lower every time we go there and try to test it to the upside. I'm still looking for a drift lower or either sideways on the Qs here. For the IWM, this is the Russell 2000 ETF. Here we can see we have a big update, 1.5% for the day, and we have a big bounce. Very interesting. I'm still looking for the 8420 level. That was our previous highs here. As you can see, I have that drawn trend line there. We could also see we were consolidating. We broke out last week. We talked about it, and the last 2 days we just fell. Interesting here, but we are still finding some support there with the trend line I've just drawn here. It's bolder, so you can see it easily. And I'm looking for 8420, and after that, go and test even 85. So that's what I'm looking on IWM. I would start getting bearish on IWM with a close below 82, and if we close below 81.66, definitely get bearish. Google, very interesting action Friday here in Google. We broke out and then we try to close lower. We have this big down day Thursday. Friday we hold. That's the 55-day moving average you could see here. We're starting to break out. And today we also have this upward trend line. We just broke out almost 3% higher for Google. I'm still looking for a test of the highs here. I would not chase this one. Try to look at the trend line for a nice entry point. But I'm looking for 760 on Google. Here we have M chart, Macy's. Very interesting, low volatility, but a nice range you can play from 42 to 38.5. Very interesting action today. We have an outside day reversal. We were down on the day. We bounced off the 50-day moving average of the 150-day moving average, which is 37.65, and we were able to close above the 200-day moving average. Looks like we want to go and test that upper range again. So let's see what happens. You could play that one also pretty nicely here. Chipotle here, CMG. You could see this upward trend line working very nice since 240. Now we're at 286, 288 level. Very nice action. We have the 100-day moving average, this white line coming into it. It's gonna act as some resistance. I think we're gonna go higher. I'm targeting previous highs, which is around 297. That's my target here on CMG. Goldman Sachs here. We have a very nice breakout, 3.6% higher for the day. And you could see very nice how we finished at the highs of the day, which was really positive. We perfectly broke out. I'm looking for testing the highs here, as you could see, around 126.5. So keep an eye on that level. Don't try to get in and chase this market. Very news driven. So keep an eye on the setups we're getting and try to play them. And this chart we're looking at, Ford. Very nice bullish chart here. I think we're gonna get a pullback. I'm looking for an entry around the 1074. You could see that's also the 55-day moving average. You could draw this trend line very easily and follow when it's a nice time to entry. So keep an eye on Ford. That could be a player on the next couple of days. Apple. Everybody knows about Apple here. Everybody's talking about it. We have an outside day reversal. We were as low as almost 500 in the morning. 501 was the low, and we finished at 518. Very nice bounce. But still, one thing I'm not liking, we're getting lower highs, lower lows. We broke November's low, and we didn't finish there, but we are breaking the low. So keep an eye on that. We also had a pre-market print of 496, pretty bearish. I still think Apple is going lower from here, but you need to trade the levels. This is a tradable stock, it's not an investment anymore. Trade the levels. Caterpillar, very nice upward trend line. You can see here, I think we're going to test the 91. That's a 200-day moving average, and we're going to break it to the upside, targeting that previous high around 94, 95 level. So keep an eye on Caterpillar. Any pullback would be a nice opportunity to buy it. And last chart we're going to look at is ANR. Here we have it, pretty interesting. We weren't able to finish breaking that 200-day moving average or that breakout we had in the morning, and we do have a reversal. We were down 2%, we were higher in the morning, but keep an eye on that. Maybe it was the first attempt. Maybe we're going to fall back to the 746. This is definitely a nice setup. We just need to see if we're going to go higher or try to short it to the downside. So keep an eye here on ANR.